What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And today, after hours, we finally got some bigger tech. We had Tesla yesterday, only to open up. They crushed earnings, but chip shortages is definitely a sore topic on a lot of different tech, especially Tesla. It may cause some supply issues if that is the case. Being said, Tesla and then China news came out today. China's essentially imploding. Essentially, they don't want any of their millionaires, billionaires to be making all the money. And so they're pretty much shutting everything down, pulled a ton of money out of the markets. China has definitely affected the market, and we saw that today. There was a panic. There was also COVID stuff out today as well. CDC came out. We're talking about new guidelines for masks. And so all that today wrapped up, just had the market drop. And then after hours, we had earnings. We had better earnings with Microsoft, Apple, and Google. So being said, where are we now? A lot of big tech looks just like SPY. This sell-off, it was very slow today. Some stuff popped. A lot of the ad stuff popped this morning, but aside from that, they kind of died off, only to bounce back towards the end of the day. But SPY, is this a pullback? It's hard to tell. The stuff with China is still all new and fresh, and so that's kind of what's worrisome, is if we're going to see more of that tomorrow. Ultimately, QQQs, I mean, everything looks like this. We are way down. We did hit support here. But ultimately, it's where we open up tomorrow. We do have Powell tomorrow. I'm not really expecting a lot from Powell. I don't expect Powell to change anything he's been saying. But even being said, you never know, right? There's never a 100% guarantee that Powell won't come out and change something. I don't believe he will. The market itself is pretty bad as far as trying to get, especially the low-income earners, to where they need to be at this point. So Powell has been talking about that and trying to address that, and is waiting for everybody to get back on their feet. And so I don't expect any of that to change tomorrow. But I don't really have a watch list. What I'm trying to do is follow the FANGs tomorrow and go off of that. So we do have Amazon on Thursday. We did have a major sell-off today. I'll be actually looking to see if we do bounce, because we are sitting on the daily right on the middle of Bollinger Band. So if we don't break below this 36.19 tomorrow, I'll be looking at Amazon tomorrow. Tesla, it may recover. I mean, it did good in the earnings, but again, chip shortages is kind of worrisome. As long as it doesn't break this 630 mark, I think we should be okay. We might get a bounce back, even though I think Tesla is going to be very much range bound until it figures out the chip shortage or they get some other major news. Aside from that, I think Tesla's just going to be trading flat for a while. So I'm probably going to start leaning off of Tesla a little bit because of that fact. Shop again looks like Amazon. I think as long as it can hold this 15-18 mark, it does have earnings in the morning. So one I'll definitely be watching tomorrow. If it crushes earnings, I'll definitely try to catch some of that tomorrow, because I think if it does crush earnings, it will take off, especially with everything going on. I think Shop can kind of pull of its own weight without having to worry. Facebook bounced right back off of Google. Google had a great earnings. I think this is one I'll definitely be playing big tomorrow, possibly even playing at earnings tomorrow, because I think with everything with Google and everything, I think Facebook is really going to crush it and go for all-time highs again. So Google absolutely crushed it. Did absolutely fantastic. Nice pop after hours. Clean. It's the cleanest pop I've seen after hours. So we definitely have to see how that goes. Apple absolutely crushed it, but again, chip shortage, just like Tesla, except this is actually selling off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Apple tomorrow. We're going to bounce here at the 142 mark and come back up. If this decides to start to sell, it could be an issue for the market in general, as long as perhaps Amazon, Tesla, Facebook, Google start pushing. Microsoft did do good So if Microsoft initial came out, it didn't do so well on Xbox sales and Surface Pros, I believe, but that's why we got the big red. But we also got another candle came right back up. The cloud services, I believe, is doing very well still. So being said, it'd be interesting to see how we open up. I went cash overnight. I wanted to see what we were going to do, how the market would digest the rest of the China news and everything. So that's where I'm at. And going into tomorrow, I know this video is short, but it's definitely a continuation. I think we've been at high levels. Anytime there's been any kind of news, we've dropped dramatically. And so because we don't really have anything to sell, any reason to sell. And so if there's any kind of news, we drop dramatically for a day, maybe two, and we bounce right back. So I'm wondering if we might get a second leg down tomorrow, a second day leg down. We had 2 leg downs today, but I was looking for possibly another day just because of Powell. Even though I don't think anything will change. I think just because of that circumstance, we might pull back. I think your social like Facebook, your ads and stuff like that, and Google, I think will pull its own weight and still go on its own. But we definitely have to see what's going on. So definitely manage your risk tomorrow. Definitely be careful. I'm not trading really heavy at these levels because of the uncertainty that's going on. So just be mindful of that. Don't overtrade. I know myself today. I've caught myself overtrading today. Did well, bounced back, and then did a little bit of overtrading today. Saw a little bit red, but nonetheless, nothing I can't get back. So it's always good to get yourself in that state. So being said, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.